Policewoman accused of being involved in lottery scamming suspended from Jamaica Constabulary Force following arrest in the United States. And Police Commissioner says normality has returned to Savannah Lamar Westmoreland due to imposition of Zone of Special Operations, ZOZO. A policewoman alleged to be involved in lottery scamming has been suspended from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. This after she was arrested yesterday by authorities in the United States of America. She has been identified as 42-year-old Shelian Allen. A statement from the JCF Communications Unit said Allen was arrested by members of the Homeland Security Investigation Team shortly after arriving in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's reported that Allen is facing multiple charges, including wire fraud, mail fraud, and drug trafficking. The Jamaica Constabulary Force said it will continue to collaborate with international counterparts in the matter. Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson said life has returned to normal for persons living within the Zone of Special Operations ZOZO in Savannah Lamar Westmoreland. Speaking during a tour of the zone on Wednesday, Commissioner Anderson said businesses are rebounding in the area now that the gangs have been displaced.
People are enthusiastic. I was here just before we put in a zone late last year, and the place was a whole lot tenser than it is now. You can see immediately, as soon as you get that security situation under control, you see the natural entrepreneurship and the natural ability of our people to open businesses and start getting back to life as normal. Remember, this is one of the places besieged by guns, gunmen, and gangs. It's gang warfare that was playing out here. And so you get that cycle of killing. So this has interrupted it within the space that the zone is.
He said there is still a need for policing in the area, which still has issues of crime and violence. The commissioner further noted that anti-gang efforts are ongoing in the parish. He said morale remains high among members of the security forces.
We're seeing pretty good levels of morale. What I see is persons who have bought into the mission, who are willing to extend themselves and push even though there are challenges and difficulties. You know, I can say to them that things will get better. There were some things that were kind of paused or slowed down because of COVID. Those roadblocks are being moved. So we'll be able to deal with some of these issues that have been plaguing us for a while, particularly in Saplamar. We need to do a lot of investment in Westmoreland. We started the process in a small way. It's going to get bigger. My view is that in a couple of years, the policing in Westmoreland will be something totally different, with the same people having much better resources, much better conditions of work.
Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is sending a strong message to criminals that the security forces will not allow them to wreak havoc on the nation. Speaking at the official opening of the Andrew Muse Recreational Center in Olympic Way in his West Central St. Andrew constituency yesterday, Mr. Holness warned the criminals.
We have structured the police force in such a way that we don't want to hurt, harm, or kill innocent people. But if you are a criminal, don't test us.
Mr. Holness said all citizens must condemn criminal acts.
We must speak definitively with one voice against illegal guns. Those of you who have them, you are not Robin Hood. You are a criminal. That is what you are, and must be treated as a criminal. You know, we look on and we wonder in amazement why our murder rate is high, how our communities are captured by criminals, while decent, law-abiding citizens tremble in fear of teenage gangsters who just come out of nappy. Can't allow them to take over our community. We have sat back for decades as the gun culture took over our communities and our youth, our young males especially. We cannot allow this to continue. We must break the culture that drives our young men to want to acquire illegal guns.
The Prime Minister also urged citizens to avoid interfering with police officers carrying out their duties.
When you see the police come, don't interfere with them. I have seen too many videos of citizens interfering with the police carrying out their lawful duties. If you interfere with the police in this operation, you too will be arrested. Do not interfere with the police carrying out their lawful duties. You will note that the police have been very professional in the conduct of the operations to recover the guns that they have recovered so far. If you are innocent, you don't have anything to do with it, stay inside your yard. Don't come out and defend what you don't know.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness. 4 more persons have died from COVID-19 in Jamaica, pushing the death toll to 2,691. The deaths occurred in January and February this year. The deceased are 4 males, ranging in age from 72 to 89 years. 2 are from Clarendon. The others are from St. Catherine and St. Elizabeth. The Health Ministry said 2 other deaths are now under investigation. 412 persons are hospitalized, among them 40 who are severely ill, 10 who are critically ill, and 79 who are moderately ill. Meantime, 372 more persons have recovered from COVID, pushing the tally to 71,281. The Health Ministry said 264 new cases were recorded yesterday, pushing the case count to 125,781. Of the new cases, 154 are females, while 110 are males. They range in age from 1 day to 97 years. All parishes recorded new cases. St. Catherine recorded the highest number of cases with 51, followed by Kingston and St. Andrew with 48. The positivity rate is 25.2%. Meantime, 1,318,426 doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered in Jamaica to date. Of that number, 667,328 were first doses. 545,353 were second doses, while 82,899 were single doses. The Health Ministry said 20,746 booster shots have been given, while 2,100 initial doses have been administered to people who are immunocompromised. Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Shelian Jones, is again urging road users to use the road network with caution. This as 39 people have been killed in accidents since the start of the year. The latest reported crash occurred along the Spurtree Hill Main Road in Manchester this morning. A trailer reportedly ran off the road. There is no report of injury, but the accident is one of several along that roadway in recent weeks. Dr. Jones said drivers of large vehicles should be even more cautious.
The road down Spurtree Hill, or Spurtree Hill, is a dangerous road. People need to be extraordinarily careful when they are negotiating that road, especially the big vehicles, the trucks and the trailers. Drivers need to engage in a low gear long before they reach towards the end of the corner. And the corners are steep and deep. So again, we need to just be very careful on our roads and to follow the recommendations from the Road Safety Council. Wear your seatbelts, put on your helmets, and for God's sake, just slow down. Just slow down.
Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Shelian Jones. In news overseas, the 5-year-old Moroccan boy who was trapped in a well for 4 days has died despite painstaking efforts to rescue him. More in the report from the Voice of America.
Moroccan rescuers have pulled a 5-year-old boy out of a deep well where he was trapped since Tuesday, but the country's king says the boy has died. An Associated Press reporter at the scene Saturday evening saw the boy wrapped in a yellow blanket after he emerged from a tunnel dug specifically for the rescue. His parents were escorted to an ambulance before he emerged. His plight had captured worldwide attention. The boy fell into a 32-meter well and was trapped in a hole too narrow for rescuers to reach safely. Search crews used bulldozers to dig a parallel ditch.